Welcome to World News by Halandzovskyi. If you value calm, clear, and fact-based reporting on global security developments, please subscribe, leave a comment, and share your perspective. Today, we examine a recent development in the fight against extremist groups, U.S. military strikes targeting ISIS-affiliated militants in Nigeria linked to broader counterterrorism strategy under former President Donald Trump's foreign policy framework. In recent days, U.S. forces carried out precision strikes against positions held by an Islamic State-linked militant group in Nigeria. These operations were authorized as part of a broader policy aimed at countering extremist networks in West Africa and disrupting their ability to plan, coordinate, and execute attacks. ISIS-affiliated factions in the region, often referred to as ISIS West Africa Province, have been responsible for numerous attacks on military and civilian targets, contributing to instability in Nigeria's northeast and across the broader Sahel region. The group has evolved from local militant movements into part of the wider Islamic State network, adopting its branding and operational tactics. U.S. officials described the recent strikes as targeted actions focused on degrading the militants' leadership and infrastructure, reducing their capacity to conduct further operations. In announcing the strikes, Pentagon spokespeople emphasized that the actions were carried out with support from regional partners and informed by intelligence indicating imminent threats. These counter-terror operations are consistent with a broader U.S. approach developed over successive administrations to support local and regional forces while using precision strikes to disrupt extremist networks. The Trump administration, in particular, emphasized a strategy that combined direct military engagement with efforts to weaken militant organizational capability outside of Iraq and Syria. While the strikes did not involve large numbers of U.S. ground troops, they reflected expanded use of intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance assets, as well as unmanned systems to identify and neutralize targets with minimal risk to American personnel. The U.S. strikes in Nigeria carry implications on multiple levels. First, they signal continued American engagement in counter-terror efforts even as domestic political debates focus on other priorities. Militant groups in West Africa have seized on governance gaps, economic hardship, and local grievances to expand their reach. Regional security forces, often operating with limited resources, have faced challenges containing these groups without outside assistance. By conducting precision strikes, the United States aims to support regional stability, reinforce partnerships with Nigerian and West African militaries, and reduce the ability of ISIS-linked militants to project influence beyond local areas. Second, the strikes reflect a broader strategic approach that emerged during the Trump years. That approach emphasized targeted military operations, partnerships with local forces, and the use of technology and intelligence rather than large-scale ground deployments. For many in the U.S. military and security community, this model balances effectiveness with a lower footprint, minimizing American casualties while still confronting extremist threats. However, experts warn that military strikes alone cannot eliminate the underlying causes of violent extremism. Factors such as poverty, unemployment, and weak governance in northeastern Nigeria contribute to the environment in which militant groups recruit and operate. Long-term counterterrorism success requires not only military pressure, but also diplomatic, economic, and development support to address structural issues. From the perspective of regional partners, combined operations with U.S. support can enhance local forces' capability and morale, but reliance on external military actions also raises questions about sovereignty and who ultimately leads the effort to secure national territory. Internationally, the strikes underscore how global counterterrorism strategies adapt to emerging threats. Extremist groups evolve, form transnational links, and exploit ungoverned spaces. The fight against them increasingly requires cooperation across borders, intelligence sharing, and a combination of military and civilian tools. For the United States, maintaining a role in such efforts reflects both strategic interests and long-standing commitments to global security cooperation. Whether future administrations take a similar approach will depend on evolving policy priorities and assessments of where American power is most effectively applied. Thank you for watching this report on World News by Halandzovskyi. If you found this explanation informative, please subscribe, leave a comment, and share your perspective. Independent reporting helps us understand how security policy, military action, and geopolitical strategy intersect. Stay informed, and see you in the next update.